I love the hustle, man.
On that note, Ram, we are back with another video. I go by Stealth. We got Dope Boy Bush. We are back to talk about the Sacramento Kings, man. It is now Monday, Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to
Yes, sir.
everybody who served, who's currently serving, you know what I'm saying, defending our country. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate you. You know what I mean? So today is your day to be recognized. You know what I mean? So, you got any military in your family? Any uncles, grandfather?
Yeah, my grandfather was in the military. No, just both my grandparents, grandfathers were in the military.
Okay.
They served, you know what I'm saying, which was cool.
Definitely. All right, so yeah, man. So the Kings, so remember we talked about the first 10 games, y'all, so we're going to talk about the next 10. You know what I'm saying? So that fast, we're approaching the 20 game mark of the season. We're getting there, halfway to that point of 20 games, but just last night, so the Kings played the Suns and they won in overtime. De'Aaron Fox and DeRozan went crazy. I know you said you weren't able to catch the game because so for everybody who's watching the channel, Dope Boy is not in the market, in the Sacramento market. He's down in the LA market, so he doesn't always get the Kings game, so he has to kind of get links and things like that, or maybe go to a bar sometimes here and there to check out a game. But so he wasn't able to do that yesterday, but it was a good game last night. DeMar DeRozan had 34 points and De'Aaron Fox had 21, but De'Aaron Fox came alive in that overtime, went crazy. Got that dub, you know what I mean?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, got that dub. But that was a game, like, when I was looking at it on paper, I'm like, there's no Kevin Durant, we should win. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Durant was out with an injury.
Right, definitely.
So I was like, man, we should win. But it took us overtime to get that win, but we got it. So we finished the first 10 games 6-4, which was your prediction. Now I know there were some losses in there that we both didn't predict, but either way, 6-4 was definitely your prediction. I predicted 7-3. And looking at it, we probably should have went 7-3, maybe even 8-2. Should have, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I mean? We are 6-4, so now it's about what do we do from here on, from this point on. So we could talk about the next. Oh, so we do have a back to back. Like I said, we played the Suns last night. We played the Spurs today at 5:00.
Yes.
On the road. So we're kind of back on the road again. We're a quick little 2-gamer on the road again. So what's your expectations for tonight? What are the keys to the game tonight against the Spurs?
Boxing out, giving them no second chances as far as, second chance opportunities at rebounds. Basically, trying to go through Sabonis feet, Sabonis first, get him going. Maybe hopefully you get Wemby in some foul trouble kind of relatively early. But what they got to do is what they haven't really been doing well is they got to go ahead and knock down the three ball. They got to go ahead and do better at 3-point shooting when given the opportunity.
Yeah, it's crazy you said that because, we're looking here last night. They shot 11 for 37, 29%. Now, but what's interesting, right? And because I know we talk about the interior a lot. But
definitely,
a lot of these games we're leading rebounding. You know what I'm saying? We're leading rebounding, and we actually have more points in the paint than they did. They had 44 to our 54. So if we can knock down our threes, free throw, it was a good free throw shooting night. 16 for 19. Okay. They shot 84% from the free throw line. So yeah, it's just getting stops, man. I think it's just they're starting to figure something out though. I feel like the chemistry is building up more with DeRozan, Sabonis, and Fox. Those are the three that you really got to like get on the same page when it comes, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But just from those three, what are you thinking about those three right now, 10 games in, as far as their chemistry? How do you think it's building? Do you think it's moving along?
It's getting better.
It's getting better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely getting better for sure. We said it'd be about 10 to 15 games before they would go ahead and finally figure it out and how to implement DeRozan a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball for everybody to be able to equally kind of get their shots up, and things of that nature. So they actually been doing really well with building this chemistry up, honestly. And I'm looking forward to the next 15 to 20 games. This should be able to go ahead and put them together to mesh well to where they can go ahead and make a run and be at the top of the standings. Hopefully, you know what I mean.
No, definitely. So
and then with the road trips coming up so much, they've been on the road a lot. I think they play a lot more. They played a lot more road games than they have home games. So this is building team camaraderie right here and chemistry too as well. Being on the road, this kind of helped them out to be a good road team too as well when it comes down to the season going forward.
Probably a side story, I guess. Harrison Barnes played a very good amount of years for the Kings. You know what I'm saying? So we're facing him for the first time. Any expectations with that? I mean, HB is a good dude, man. HB is a good dude, man. But I don't think we're missing
no
him
expectations
right now.
at all. Yeah.
I don't think we're missing him right now. As far as play, good dude. Great for the locker room and things like that. But as far as his play, we definitely upgrade. You know what I've been seeing on Twitter? People. I guess, and I didn't hear this. You can let me know if you heard this when we first acquired DeRozan and traded Harrison Barnes. People were saying that was a lateral move. Like, oh, you're just trading one.
Nah.
Bro, no. People, have you seen that on Twitter?
Yeah.
I didn't know people were saying that.
That's not. Yeah.
What do you think about that? What do you think? Like, I feel like anybody who said that, you don't know hoop.
Don't know who. Yeah, you really don't. I agree. That's definitely not a lateral move at all. You know what I mean? You got to. HB does have game. He, like you said, he's a nice dude or whatever the case may be. But as far as from an offensive standpoint, I think that DeRozan adds a whole different element that HB does not have, especially in that low bot, in that mid range post game too as well. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And with DeRozan, he can get hot and get hot quick, relatively fast. You know what I'm saying? HB. It's a hit or miss sometimes, you know what I mean? He might come out there and give you 30. The next night he might come out and give you 10, you know what I mean? But consistently, for the first or two, right? Exactly. Like I want to say, like for the first 5 or 6 games I think it was, or 6 games that DeRozan's been played with us so far, he's went ahead and went off for 20 or more for 7 straight games. So he's actually, like I say, he's been contributing a lot better than what HB was doing when he was with us.
No, definitely. So I think tonight should be a winnable game.
It should.
Then let's talk about the next 9. Let's go the next 10 games again, and we'll do another prediction. So Spurs, Wizards, Lakers, Mavericks, Thunder. So then we got no. My bad, y'all. Give me a quick second. I'm over here. I'm over here looking at the wrong schedule. All right, hold on. This is what we're gonna do. All right, so tonight we have the Spurs, and then we have the Suns again. Timberwolves, Jazz, Hawks again, right? Then the next 5 we have the Clippers, Nets, Thunder, Kings, and Trailblazers. A few of those same teams we had in the first 10. I know we played the Jazz already, the Suns already, the Hawks already. We played the Clippers already, and the Timberwolves already,
and Timberwolves already,
and the Blazers. So, okay, so we're gonna get back on some of these teams. Timberwolves, that was a very close game.
That was.
I think that was like the first. Was that the second or first game of the
season?
Game.
Yeah, I think it was the second game of the season. I think. It was.
Yeah. So we lost to them. I don't know. So, what are your thoughts, man, on these next 10, man? What are your thoughts, man? What are we doing?
Oh, because like I said, man, I know we beat the Jazz. We've already beat the Hawks. Mm-hmm. Some of these teams can't get back on us too as well. You know what I mean?
So who you looking at? Hawks.
My prediction. Hawks,
the ghost of Garrison Matthews, huh?
Yes, exactly. He came back. He's gonna go ahead and hopefully don't hunt us again, bro. God damn, he killed us the first time we played him.
The ghost of Garrison Matthews.
The Clippers too. That was a game that I felt like we should have won as well.
Well, the Suns are gonna get back real quick, bro. This Wednesday we get the Suns again. So.
I'm gonna go on a limb, bro, and I'm gonna go ahead and predict 7-3 this time.
Okay, I like that. I like your optimism.
I'm going after looking at this schedule and looking at some of the teams that we're playing and things of that nature. I do feel like I said there's some games that were very, very close that we should have won that we did not win. Mm-hmm. And looking at the schedule now, I know that a lot of these games are going to be at home too as well. Looks like. So I think like the first 3 games on this one, they're playing in Sacramento. Or first 4, in Sacramento. Yeah. Then they go on the road, come out here to LA, then they go back playing at home for the next 2 games, and they go back out to play the Timberwolves and Trailblazers.
Man.
So yeah, I'm gonna say 7-3, man. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna say because I like the way they've been looking up lately. You know what I mean, as far as the chemistry goes and things like that. I know I've been down on Keegan a little bit here and there, and I know we talked about it through text. You know, saying the boy's been balling out. Because I know I was giving him hell. So for y'all that don't know, yeah, when we be talking in the group chat and we watching the games and things like that, sometimes Keegan be pissing me off and I be talking bad about him. And
I know,
right up here, he be defending me too.
We're gonna bring that argument, that debate to the channel for sure, because I need my Kings fans to back me up on this one. But what I will say, I'm a little worried about this next 10 games. Timberwolves twice.
Yes.
Phoenix again, who we just beat
with KD possibly.
Thunder.
Yes, Thunder, another hard team.
Bruh, and a sleeper team that I don't think a lot of people thought much of, but they're looking maybe not but like when you watch them play, they have a cohesiveness. The Clippers.
Yes, the Clippers.
There's something about James Harden playing alongside just a bunch of guys. Like,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? It gives you that Houston Rockets feel. Remember, he just had a bunch of guys. He didn't really have like stars around him. Like, it's something about that. He's very good playing with just role players.
Yeah, definitely.
He's very good. The Zubac's, the Norman Powell's. Norman Powell is like, I think, top 10 leading scorer in the NBA right now, by the way. I don't know if anybody knows that.
He's been balling. He has definitely been balling.
He's averaging like 25 points. So, you know, the Clippers, Hawks, like you said, they're gonna want their get back. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough.
What you thinking? What you thinking over there?
But again, I feel like we're better than all of these teams that we're playing. I feel like we have a better roster than these, including the Timberwolves. I think we have a better roster than the Timberwolves.
Yes, we do.
Now Anthony Edwards is probably the best player if you're going matchup for matchup against the Kings. But after that, you know, it's a wash. It's pretty much, you know what I'm saying? DeRozan, Fox, Keegan. Yeah. Oh, Monk rolled his ankle too, so I don't know how long he's going to be out. That's going to hurt us.
Oh, yes, I didn't know. So he got hurt in the Suns game?
Yes, he rolled his ankle. I don't know if he's going to be out tonight. Let me look really quickly while we're on here.
So they probably haven't as well. So day-to-day right now.
While I'm looking this up, if Monk is out, what are your thoughts on that? How are we going to make up for that in this next handful of games?
Well, if that is the case, then we're going to definitely need stepping up from Kevin Huerter to Keon Ellis. I feel like those two guys got to go ahead and pick up the offensive, offensive slack for, not DeRozan, but for Monk to be out. You know what I mean?
So Chris Haynes.
So I'm looking at those two. I'm looking at those two to basically step up and fill the void. Basically not having Monk there to get your 20 or 25 off the bench.
Chris Haynes reported that he will be out tonight, which I figured. Okay. I guess he's going to – I think it's looking like it's day-to-day right now. It says day-to-day. His injury continues to be evaluated. So we'll see how that works out. But that's hurting our bench depth, man.
It is.
We got and we got a tough stretch of games. That kind of changes the way I'm thinking about these next few games because – we're going to need production. Keon Ellis, you got to step up. Trey Lyles. Can we get a Trey Lyles signing, please?
Yes, can we, please?
Also, too, this is why you pick up a guy like Doug McDermott. You know?
Yes, or Doug McDermott, him too as well, for sure.
Stand in that corner, hit them open threes, man. We're going to need you.
Definitely,
so
for sure.
Look for him to kind of, see if he can solidify his role with this team because if he can get in the rotation, because there's no doubt that he can shoot. But if he can,
he can shoot, for sure.
If he can kind of come in and help this team scoring wise off of the bench while Monk is out, I think he can gain the trust of Mike Brown moving forward. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that statement for sure, 110%. You know, if you step up, you're contributing, you're helping out. Mike Brown's going to definitely to get you more minutes for sure, especially with Monk being down. You know what I mean? So. Definitely step up.
No, definitely. For
sure.
But so we're, we just kind of want to talk about these last few games and kind of talk about what we see in the near future with the, these next few games. Again, some tough teams. Malik Monk hurt, but the bright side is I do feel like we're building cohesion. We're building a cohesiveness together as far as implementing DeRozan with our stars, in Sabonis and Fox. But Let's see, man. We're gonna see how it looks.
So who you thinking? What do you think in the overall prediction for the next 10 games for you are? What do you think?
See, man.
I'm gonna say 7-3. I'm
Am I picking with my heart or my head right now, man? Because I want to say I want to say 8-2. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say 8-2. But all jokes aside, if we're able to do that and we're able to climb up that Western Conference, the standings, this is where you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because
I agree.
If you go 6-4 again, you know what I mean. Now, you know what I mean. Now you're 12-8, and it's kind of like,
definitely for sure.
That's real mediocre. That's real midish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, it is.
And if I don't think that's not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, you got DeRozan to compete for a championship. I don't care what nobody says. That's the reason he's here.
That was the reason
he was here. 110%. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Not just to make the playoffs and go to the first round again. And no. You got him to compete.
Not at all.
So you got to show and prove, man. I'm not letting. You know what, man? No, I'm not.
Go ahead. Let's see. What you doing? What you doing?
Man,
what you throwing out there?
I'm not giving these Kings no slack, man. 7-3, man.
7-3, okay.
7-3.
Okay, you right there with
7-3 because anything else, nah, man. 8-2, 7-3. Let's go.
It won't be respectable for anything less than
because
that, right?
when you're talking about competing in the tough Western Conference, you have to win these games. Like these, you have to beat the Timberwolves. You have to beat the Suns again. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Beat the teams you're supposed to beat in the Hawks, in the Hawks, in the Nets. You know what I mean? Yes. Thunder's gonna be a tough game, but we could beat them too. We can beat any team in the league. It's just you got to get stops. And what I noticed too is I feel like we lose games like down the stretch. Like I don't know if we're getting tired. I don't know if we're like letting our foot off the gas. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, I don't know.
I think a lot of it has to coming down to second chance opportunities, letting teams get rebounds and go ahead and put them right back up again, or third chance, opportunities for them to go ahead and rebound and put the ball back in. And I think another key thing that I've been seeing too as well is, bro, you got to knock down your free throws.
Well,
you got to knock down these free throws.
Yeah, no.
They shot better. Was it the Suns? No, not the Suns.
Last night, yes, last night.
Yeah, okay, so they shot good that night. And then the game before that, they actually shot good from the free throw line
against the Clippers
too as well. But yeah, so you have to really
they did shoot their free throws well against lost that game against the Clippers. And that was a tough one too, Friday night. That was a tough loss. That was a tough loss.
For sure. I agree 110%. That definitely was a tough loss.
Norman Powell was just going crazy, couldn't stop him. You know what I'm saying? He was out there looking like Kobe Bryant.
Bruh, could not get no stops whatsoever on that man.
You know what I'm saying? So real quick before we get out of here, let's visit the standings again. Hey. They're proving me wrong. The Golden State Warriors are currently first in the Western Conference.
Right.
Who would have ever thought after the first? I still don't buy it. But who would have ever thought after the first 10 games that the Golden State Warriors would be number one? Number 2 was the Phoenix Suns. 3
Suns,
OKC Thunder. Nuggets moved up. Remember the Nuggets? They were like 9th a minute ago.
Nuggets were down. Yeah,
Nuggets are 4th now. Down. Grizzlies 5th. Remember they weren't even in the 8. Grizzlies.
They weren't even. No,
Grizzlies are 5th. Lakers are 6th. Clippers are now up. They weren't in it. So so who dropped out? So the Rockets dropped out.
Dallas
dropped out.
Dallas dropped out. Yeah, because Dallas was playing good at first. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what the heck happened now to where they're 5-5.
It's gonna get interesting. This Western because I think that we're gonna have more movement. I think some of these teams up top are gonna drop. I think the Warriors are gonna drop. I think the Suns are gonna drop too. I do.
I think the Lakers are gonna drop. Honestly, for sure.
A lot of people don't believe in the Lakers yet, and I can understand why. I get that,
right?
But I just feel like when you have LeBron, who's still averaging over 20. You got AD, who's an MVP candidate right now. If you can get consistent, their problem is defense too. They're not playing any defense. That's their problem.
Defense, yep.
But they're a tough out for anybody because they can score, and they're physical.
Right.
Bulldozing LeBron. You got AD in the paint. You know what I mean? Austin Reeves, man.
So man,
dog. dog. But
him and what's it, Dalton Connect too as well. That's out there playing good ball right now.
Yeah, he comes in. You know, he's in a bit of a slump right now, trying to find his way and get his shots. But I think he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah, he'll get back on base.
But yeah, but since the last time we talked,
and then Rui's still out, correct?
No, Ruby's playing. He's playing. He played last night.
Okay, so Rui's playing. Okay.
Yeah, but now, like we said, man, 2 teams that were not in the 8 last time we talked are now in the 8.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
So Mavericks dropped out.
Interesting.
Mavericks dropped out, and the who else did we say?
We said the Mavs
and Rockets.
The Rockets. Yeah.
So
surprisingly,
man. So we're gonna see, man. But again, you know, forget all these teams. We have to worry about our team and worry about what we got going on, because that's the only way you're gonna win. You can't. If you're the Kings, you can't look at these standings and okay, we're like, nah, just take care of business, and you gotta worry about nothing.
Yes.
Win your games.
Yeah.
Handle your business, and you don't gotta worry about nothing. You know, the chips are gonna fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, but I feel like we're a better team than the Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we are too as well. You know what I mean? We got a deeper bench.
I like us better than the Nuggets this year.
To theirs.
I like us better than the Nuggets this year. That roster.
Yeah, definitely.
Grizzlies are a wild card because we didn't have Ja at all last season, so we don't know what they're really going to look like. Bane has been out; he's not playing. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see when they get their pieces back and how they're going to go ahead and look.
Lakers
as the season progresses.
Again, they could be wherever,
up and down. Mm-hmm.
Again, then you got the Clippers at 7. James Harden and a bunch of guys. James Harden and the Clipper Nets, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the band,
you said the Clipper Nets.
You know what I'm saying? So they out there hooping, and then Timberwolves at 8. Are you surprised by that? Are you surprised by Timberwolves at 8? I'm not either.
No,
I'm not either.
No,
why not?
They'll eventually. I think they'll eventually go up here, you know, soon. But no, I'm not surprised that they went ahead and dropped. You know, like I said, this is a very, 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 I guess, stiff competition when it comes to playing, you know, in the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, you know, any of these teams, if you put them in the East, they'll probably be number 1 now, you know. But like I said, with being in the Western Conference and everybody can beat you up on a nightly basis, you know what I mean? The schedule will forever flip-flop, you know what I'm saying, as far as the standings goes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's going to definitely be interesting when we get into like December and January of what these teams are really
like right before All-Star break, like to kind of see. Yes. That's when you're really going to see who's who. But okay,
yes,
you know what
I agree.
And that's where you're going to see some maybe some trades possibly happening.
Trades going down, yeah.
But no, we just want to get in here and talk about these Kings real quick, like we always do. You know, kind of tap in after every couple games and to see where we're at. So again, we have the Spurs tonight. We're going to come back. We can come back. We can do something tomorrow. We do a little video.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Yeah, for sure.
So we'll come back tomorrow, do a little video, and then we're going to talk about that game and talk about the following game after that. So yeah, All Net No Rim. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Like the video, comment, let us know what you think about the Kings. What do they need to do to continue to win, to build a winning streak, and to kind of get out of that mediocrity? Because right now we're 10th in the West. Don't like that. That doesn't sound good or look good.
I don't like that neither.
So you gotta move up. But here's the thing, right? So we're 6-4, right? At 10. The Lakers are 6 in the West, and they're 6-4. That's why I said you gotta win. You gotta win. You have to win. Yeah, like I said, handle your business. Don't. And then you have nothing to worry about. Beat these teams and win these games. You have nothing to worry about. So yeah, drop in the comments. Let us know what you guys think about the Kings. What do they need to do to move up in the Western Conference standings? And yeah, we're gonna get back at y'all. Oh, real quick, just a side note. Even though this is not our conference, the Cavaliers are 11-0.
Yes,
number 1 in the East.
Yes, looking good out there.
Looking
good out there.
Guess what I'm gonna say? I don't
making noise. You think they're gonna drop?
I don't buy it either. I don't buy the number 1 in the West or the East right now. I don't.
Dang. No. So you say you're gonna eventually fall off too as well?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna see. We're gonna talk about that too when that does happen. For sure.
Hey, and also too, if anybody has gotten this far in the video, hey, we would love to talk about other teams. But sometimes the algorithm doesn't really favor that, you know what I mean? It didn't really show our but so if you guys are open for us to just kind of talk about the NBA as a whole, we're down for that, man. We would love to do that. You know, the Kings are like the hub team, but like we would love to kind of talk about just the NBA as a whole, things like that. So maybe we'll start making some videos like that just to kind of see how the algorithm likes us, see how you guys respond, and then we can kind of, you know, go from there. But yeah, other than that, man, like the video, comment, and we're gonna get back at y'all tomorrow. Let's go. All Net No Rim.